MO. And you're seeing it here. Teddy Papadopoulos in the 13 puts Gilgis up. Let a guy doesn't have a lot of body weight to sort of throw around in there. And 9 out of time. I'll tell you, these guys probably couldn't look more determined than they do right now. Gilgis able to get some movement there. Oh my goodness. The 911 put a shot. Be able to get back into where you can see well, but Teddy Papadopoulos.
Really like the 5X. Trehew gave Bob Whittaker a little shot to the front end as well. Pushed him back. 2, 1, let them go, drivers, let them go.
NLR Whittaker Salvage knows that they have to come out swinging here because that is Caddy Nation's MO. And you're seeing it here. Teddy Papadopoulos in the 13 puts Gilgis up into the berm, lifts those rear tires. Gilgis able to get some movement there. Oh my goodness. The 911 put a shot on the 86 so intense that it lifted his own teammate up on 2 wheels.
Teddy Pop got the first big hit. You could tell that was something. I just need to shake the cobwebs out. I didn't get much run time last night. I'm going to go hard tonight. Mason Larson went up on 2 wheels. Luckily got himself down. We talk about great sportsmanship, Steve, because probably could have kept pushing hard backwards they wanted to and send him over. Didn't do that.
Right now we're just dealing with that shadow from the wall of the Coliseum here, and it's making our lives a little hard on the production side of things, but that's getting more evened out here. As that comes over, everything will sort of balance itself out. We'll be able to get back into where you can see well. But Teddy Papadopoulos taking a shot up on 2 wheels there. Once again, getting the heck out of town. Going to get himself resituated, line those crosshairs up on another victim and see where he can push the pedal down. Red flag.
They stay green, Steve. And just saw a red flag pop up in the air.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe they didn't see it myself and then didn't see anything flying, so they're still under green.
Ooh, that Larson's hit was so intense on Muse right there, Mavis, that it froze the camera for a moment.
Trehew gave Bob Whittaker a little shot to the front end as well. Pushed him backwards in the wall. Bob comes right back at him.
Teddy Papadopoulos getting turned around on the far side of the track. Mavis working on the 911. Here comes Dusty Gilgis. Right here in the 119. These cars all keeping moving. Staying mobile, trying to be hard targets.
Oh. Gilgis is the one that lost the tire in that 9.
Yeah, Dusty Gilgis has been struggling with issues with the cars, and like I said, he was one of the earlier ones out in this heat last time. Just bad luck.
Let them go, drivers.
Caddy in the 13, 3-wheel in it. Driver's front missing from that 13 machine. Nine out of time, Dusty Gilgis.
Yeah.
Going to be all done. Whittaker in the 86. Still wheeling that machine. His car has gotten a lot smaller.
Almost looks like a V, Steve. Just continues to buckle, but Bob's still doing work and leading his team in that 86.
For our more casual fans, you may not realize these cars, they all use engine cradles that is pretty much like engine armor. It goes around the block and up around the top of the heads and whatnot, protects the carburetor, but it wraps around the back side of the engine as well with what's called the distributor protector, or even a mid plate. It's steel reinforcement. It protects your engine from braking and things like that, but in this format here where the cars start to bend in the nose, like you see the 86 of Bob Whittaker, starts to bend upwards, well, that moves everything in that engine car backwards, pushes it tighter and tighter against the firewall, and eventually even potentially into the dash bar of the cage that goes across the car. When that happens for a short time, it locks everything in. And the cars actually, for a little bit, become a little harder even, and they stop their bending for a while until they start to give in other places.
And that's exactly what happened to Corey Roman and Trent Braun back in the first initial King of Ohio in Lima. Exactly the way you explained it, Steve.
A lot of guys will sort of describe it as they bend until they touch and then they lock in.
And to me, that's Corey. That's how he ended up winning that championship. He just had a few more moments of really good stuff, and he got it done. Rob Ewer in that 911, he's had to fire that thing 2 or 3 times, and it seems like it always goes to the well, and there's something there. So see how long that continues to be a problem for him.
Just watching the big picture here, the overview, the impression that I'm getting at the moment is that NLR Whittaker Salvage has got a slight advantage here. Just it feels to me like they've got the upper hand. I'm seeing a lot more struggle out of Caddy Nation.
Really like the 5X. Mason, John Mavis is really doing work.
Mavis, as Bob Whittaker said, can do anything on his own, right? And that's high praise from someone with the pedigree that Whittaker has. A lot of respect there. Trey Hewer up in the berm. Looks like the car's stalled. Rob Hewer, his dad, trying to do what he can to buy him a little time, potentially knock him loose if he thinks he's hung. Caddy in the 13, holding on, trying to stay mobile with that missing tire. He's having some issues backing up now as the spindle and what's left of the suspension digs into the ground on that driver's side. Seems to work a little better in drive because it does lift the nose, takes some weight off of that stuff digging in. Sometimes it's all about weight distribution. And Teddy's kind of an athletic guy. He doesn't have a lot of body weight to sort of throw around in there, and in some ways might hurt him. Now he's buried in there against Trey and might be where he sits if they don't get some help. Stick going down for Trey Hewer in the 119.
Mason Larson at 30, going 1v2 against Mavis and Whittaker. Really good job getting out of that. Caddy Nation's going to get it done. Robbie is going to have to carry the mail tonight after his son did it last night.
Rear bumper coming loose on Larson's number 30. Three on two. NLR with the advantage.
Yeah, don't show it on your screen yet, but I think Teddy Papadopoulos is probably gone.
Yeah,
13 down here in the corner. NLR just owning that good real estate right now, Steve, on the outside, pushing in.
Whittaker just jabbing away here at that rear axle, the quarter panel section of the 911. Mavis trying to work on a front wheel, doing whatever they can here to hinder the progress of Caddy Nation. I'll tell you, these guys probably couldn't look more determined than they do right now. I guarantee you, regardless of how this goes, there's going to be some big smiles when they all get out. These guys at this level in this competition, they love a battle. This is one for the record book.
And they all know each other well.
Oh, no. Larson's going to have some trouble here with that rear bumper potentially digging in as he tries to back off of that berm. The angle is not good, and he's not backing off of that without some help.
That's going to be trouble again, especially with Rob Hewer in trouble, having troubles of his own, trying to get to him. As quality a driver as the 911 is, don't hold him thinking he won't get over there, but getting him off that wall is going to be really tough.
Rob's got his hands full. He's got a lot more to worry about than trying to get over there. I know he wants to.
Now Dusty Gill just kind of comes up big here, Steve. That dead car is kind of in the way of Rob moving and getting anywhere out of there.
That's part of the game. You know, it's less of a factor in this 4 versus 4 format, but it's always there to an extent.
Team captain Bob Whittaker in the 86 just checking everything out from behind. Now it just feels like a matter of seconds.
Officials with clocks in hand, listening to their radios. In this case, too, fans, if you're not super familiar with